All right, ladies and gentlemen, here we go again. It's Pop West on Politics, and this is Fact Check Sunday. And let's go to church, baby. Oh, we got something special for you. This is for all the Donald Trump supporters. The 3T, that means the triple Trump supporters, MAGA, HDR, hate discrimination, racism, hardcore MAGA, and especially the POC, people of color, MAGA supporting Mr. Trump. So let's begin. How much more do you have to take before you realize this is unsustainable, this is ridiculous, and this is very dangerous? This man is very dangerous. Okay, understand something. Even if you want to support him and you think he's doing a great job, what is wrong with you? This man is throwing parties while people are going hungry. This man is having celebrations while people are not getting their needs met. Medicaid, Medicare, SNAP, etc., etc. And oh, by the way, you shut down the government, bills are not being paid, you're not funding benefits and programs, but the Senate, the Congress, and the Donald Trump administration is still getting paid. ICE is still getting paid. Are you out your fucking mind? Keep it plain and simple. If the government is shut down and bills not getting paid, that means Senate get no money. The Congress people get no money. Donald Trump get no money. Donald Trump administration gets no money. What that means is if the money stops, the money is frozen, that means no checks for the Congress people, no checks for the Senate people, no checks for the Donald Trump administration, nobody in the government, nobody get paid. That means all the money is frozen. That's what it's supposed to mean. So make this sense so I can understand. Maybe I'm a little bit confused. Okay, you as a senator and in Congress, you are supposed to represent your constituents and your districts. They're hurting and you're still getting your paycheck? You're telling us that the government is shut down and you're blaming the Democrats is blaming the Republicans, but you still getting your paycheck? You still getting paid? Are you out your fucking mind? How does that work? Tell me how that works. You still getting your money. You ain't losing no meals. You're going to have a good Thanksgiving, and you still getting your medical care. All you guys are getting the best medical care that you can get, and people are not getting their needs met, and you're still getting your money? Tell me where they make that at. How it work? How that work? That is completely ridiculous and unsustainable, unprofessional, and it is not the American way. I'm not sure who has not addressed this, but this needs to be addressed. So from now on in, whatever you're doing, I don't care if you're MAGA, you're not MAGA, you're Republican, you're Democrat, I don't give a fuck what you're independent, whatever it is. You need to make sure that you need to have some type of implementation of a new program, a new statute, that whenever the government stops, the Senate gets no check, the Congress gets no check, and all administration gets no check. Nobody get paid. The money don't move, nobody money moves. It frees every damn thing. So we got to make sure that's going to be done. You got to put that in some kind of way. I don't care who don't like it. I don't give a shit they don't like it. If someone else calls pain, get pain calls, all people going to feel the pain. So these people right now is hurting, not getting no SNAP benefits and et cetera, that means that congressmen, senators, your check needs to be frozen. You get nothing. You don't have no deposit in your account. You get no check. You get no Medicare while the government is shut down, or Medicaid, or whatever your medical benefit is. Plain and simple. Now, I'm sure if you're MAGA, HDR, and Triple Trump supporters, and whoever support Donald Trump, I'm sure you can make that make sense in your brain cells. Even though you may have hate and discrimination in your heart, you can understand that, can't you? If you get nothing, they don't get nothing. If the government is frozen and it's shut down, they're not paying their bills, they don't get no money to pay their bills. Do you understand that? Is that simple enough for you? Keeping it simple stupid? See what I'm saying? Putting it where the ghost can get it to eat? See what I'm saying? Keep it simple stupid. So with that being said, this government shutdown. What are my solutions? Democrats? Remember I said sometime before in some of my other broadcasts, my other content, I said, Americans helping Americans. Democrats, you get together, since you're still getting your check anyway. You get together and you take 1% of your check, you're getting between 10, 11, 12,000 a month, 1% of your check, and get all together, put it in a fund, break it down, and you try to feed as many of your constituents as possible until this shit is lifted. How about that? You can stick to your guns about the healthcare situation, healthcare premiums going up. I got that. I'm cool with that. But you can show America and show your constituents and also show the hardcore MAGA, HDR that support Donald Trump, and show them this is what real Americans do when things get hard. They put skin in the game. See, you get 1% of your income, and giving 1% of your income, Democrats, shows character, shows that you care, shows that you're responsible, and shows that you are your brother's keeper. And then another thing, this will show MAGA, Triple Trump supporters, will show them this is how it's done. You can call it socialism, communism, whatever the hell you want to call it. This is how it's done. Now, look at this content, consider what I'm saying, think about it, and you know it's the right thing to do. That means that you're sacrificing something to help others in your community, okay, in this nation. With that being said, MAGA, you're not true Republicans. You never were, okay? I do know even regular, normal Republicans have a lot of issues with them. I'm sure there's some racists inside their party. The regular grown-up Republicans that have some type of empathy, just a little bit. But this MAGA movement, you're not true Republicans. You're not honest. You don't really have the love for America. You want to do three things. You want to cause hate, discrimination, racism towards the people that you don't like. You want to call yourself, want everybody to be responsible for themselves, individual people that, okay, they should just do their own thing. We are together as a people. We are together as a community. Even though you may not like and love everybody, but that's what it is. When you try to separate everybody, make everybody individuals, this is how the country fails. So, until we get some real Republicans, normal Republicans, responsible Republicans that knows what it is to be American and work across the aisle with Democrats, independents, etc., this is not going to work. It's unsustainable. And I'm quite sure most of America has seen enough to see that Donald Trump is a psychopath. And he's a racist. And he is a grifter. And he's a con man. Now, I want to sign off by saying this. MAGA, I'm going to tell you something. Donald Trump don't care about you as MAGA. Donald Trump don't really care about you as a white American unless you are a wealthy person. Donald Trump wants your vote and your support so he can continue to be in power. That's what he wants. Now, whatever he does, he's only doing it for one or two reasons. Number one, to make himself money, more wealthier. And number two, to cause revenge against someone that he doesn't like, which is very, very immature and is very irresponsible. Okay? And if you look at all the things he's doing, you can see that that's what's going on. With these trade policies, the way that he's doing his deportation, the way he's handling the military, the way he's just shutting down the government, and not letting the Congress people negotiate with the Democrats. And just everything that he's doing, you can see It's all about his money, his family, his friends, and his hatred towards his fellow man. Now, if that's fun for you, you're enjoying that, then we know who you are. We know you're racist too. I know you don't like to be called that, but see, I'm going to call a thing what a thing is. So I don't care if you don't like it. If it walks like a duck, quacks like a duck, smells like a duck, it's a duck. Same with the racist, okay? Now, with that being said, at some point, MAGA and Triple Trump supporters, you have to call for the Fifth Amendment. You got to remove this guy. You got to go. Because I don't know if he can sustain it for 3 years. 3 more years. I don't think so. But in any case, we'll see how it goes. But I, for one, instead of California, I voted yes on Prop 50 to make sure we fight against all this realignment and gerrymandering. I voted yes yesterday instead of California. So with that being said, this is Papa West, Fact Check Sunday, going to church. I'll see you next time because I love America.